Hey guys, Probable1701 here, and today we're going to talk about the modern Doctor Who series and when it could possibly join the classic series in the Doctor Who The Collection range. Because I do think we will get the modern series in the collection range at some point. It's just a matter of when. Because Doctor Who really does have two important years coming up soon. We have 2023 and 2025, which are both big years for Doctor Who. 2023, of course, will be the franchise's 60th anniversary, and 2025 will be the modern series' 20th anniversary. And I do think they're going to be doing both things for both of those years. I think the 60th will focus on Doctor Who as a whole, whereas in the 20-year anniversary of the modern series, we'll, of course, focus a lot on the modern series. And I do think they'll want to get, the modern series into the range. Because, one, they know fans want it. They're not stupid, the BBC. They pay attention to what fans want. And they know we want this. And I think that's one of the reasons why the Steelbooks are coming out at such a quicker rate now. We got 3 Steelbooks last year. They've been doing the Steelbooks since 2017, at least in this range, starting with Series 1 on. I'm not including like the Series 9, 10, 11, 12 ones they've been doing. I count that as separate. They did, I think, the first 2 in 2017. Then there was a gap before we got Series 3, which I think we got in 2018? Or was it 2019? 2018. But it was the only one that year. And then we got the Series 4 and the specials, I think, in 2019. But just those 2. But then last year we got 3. We got the Series 5, the Series 6, the Series 7. And then we just got the 50th anniversary. We've got the Series 8 one announced already. And it's only April. We still have the potential to get a couple more. We could get 4 sets this year. Goodness. They're really belting the Steelbooks out a lot faster in this line. And one of the reasons is I think they know that as soon as they officially announce a modern series box set in the collection, the sales on the Steelbooks are going to go down. Because most of the time the Steelbooks don't have all the extras that the collection has. It's really just kind of the same stuff repackaged from older releases. But mostly you're buying it for the Steelbook. So they have to know sales on the Steelbooks are going to drop. They won't completely go away. And I actually don't think they'll drop as much as the BBC thinks. But sales will drop. So they want to try to get all the Steelbooks out, I think, at least through whatever the current series is at the time. Like if they happen to get 2 more out this year, and get the Series 9 and 10 one out this year, all they'd have to do is the 11, 12, and 13 next year. And then by then, next year, they may be working on Season 14, get that one out in 2023. And you'd be pretty much caught up. Although, to be honest, I don't think sales will drop as bad as they think. Because one thing about us Doctor Who fans is we will buy the same thing over and over again. There's a lot of Doctor Who fans out there. They own the Classic Who individual stories on VHS. And they also own the classic individual stories on DVD. And they also own some of the Classic Who stories, the audios on CD. Even episodes that aren't missing, they own the audio CDs. A lot of us own Big Finish stuff. I have one hidden down here where I own Jubilee. I would personally own more Big Finish stuff. I live in the States, so I don't have access to a lot of Big Finish stuff. Living in the States, you can't just walk into a store and buy Big Finish stuff. I've literally only ran into one store ever where they had Big Finish stuff on the shelf, and it was a store it's like owned by Books A Million, but they do a lot of used books and stuff, and somebody had sold them a lot of their Big Finish stuff. So that's where I got my copy of Jubilee. I walked in and saw it, and I always wanted to see Jubilee, so I bought it. That doesn't, again, that's the only time that's ever happened here. Or I would own more Big Finish stuff, but a lot of people buy Big Finish stuff. A lot of people are buying the collection sets, even though they already own the episodes on Blueray and VHS. Well, sometimes it's for the behind-the-scenes stuff. Some of them just want to get the episodes on Blu-ray. So we will buy episodes over and over. A lot of us buying the Steelbooks, we already own them on DVD, or we already own them on Blu-ray, or both. So I do think the Steelbooks will still continue, because I think a lot of people buy the Steelbooks for the Steelbooks. I mean, for me, I like having them on Blu-ray, because I did only have them on DVD, so it's a nice little upgrade for me. But the main reason I buy them is for the Steelbooks. I think the Steelbook art looks really good on most of them. I'm a little disappointed with the Series 8 art. And that's another thing. they're putting these out so fast, they almost seem in a rush that I feel like they're not having as much time to work on them, especially since they have poor Sophie doing so many of them now. She's done 5 out of the last 7. And I don't really care for the Series 8 artwork, but I don't know how much of that's her fault. I don't know how much time they gave her to do it. They might have been like, hey, we want you to do this Series 8 one. We're going to give you 2 weeks to do it because we have to have it out by April. We're trying to get these out. And Sophie might have been like, oh. She might not have had near as much time as she had for, like, say, Series 4, which the Series 4 still looks really good, or the Series 5 one, which looks really good. So I don't know what kind of deadline they gave her to get these out. They may just really be trying to push the Steelbook range on out to get them all caught up. That way they can be that much closer to making an announcement on maybe getting the Modern Series here. Now, when do I think the Modern Series will come out? Tricky. Again, 2 big years coming up for Doctor Who, 2023, 2025. I don't think they would wait and do it in 2024. That would be stupid. I think if you're going to get a big announcement, it's going to be in one of those 2 years, possibly sooner, doubtful. I do think that if they announce a box set in 2023, I don't think it'll be Series 1. I think they will wait and hold Series 1 till 2025 because that will be that season's 20th anniversary. That's the big thing with the Modern Series. Are they going to do like they do with the Classic range and jump around with random seasons, or are they just going to release it in order of season, like Series 1, Series 2, Series 3, Series 4, etc., 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 etc.? Are they going to release them in proper release order, or are they going to bounce around? Personally, I hope they bounce around because I like the randomness of it, and it's always neat to find out what season's coming next. So I think if they are going to release them in chronological order, I think they'll wait till 2025 because, again, that's Series 1's 20th anniversary and the 20th anniversary of the Modern Series. But if they are going to bounce around, I think there is the potential to get one in 2023, possibly sooner, more on that. But I think there is the potential to get one in 2023, and I'm pretty sure it would be a Tennant season. One, Tennant's hugely popular. He is. Tennant's arguably the most popular Doctor, certainly one of the most popular Doctors. And so I'm pretty sure they would release seasons 2, 3, or 4. I do think the specials will be their own release, but I don't think they would do that one first. I think the best one to do would be season 2 because it is the weakest of the Russell era. And the great thing about the very first Modern Series collection set that gets announced is going to be a big deal. It's going to sell out quick. It's going to be a big hurrah. The first Tennant season that's announced is going to sell out quick. It's going to be a first hurrah. You don't want to do Series 4 first because that's a big season. That's one of the best seasons in the show's history. It's gonna be a big deal no matter when it comes out. I think season 3 is the same way, but Series 2 is a very mixed bag. It's very up and down. It has really good episodes, really bad episodes. You have School Reunion, and then you have like the 2-part finale, which are both phenomenal. The Cyberman 2-parter, which is really great, but then you also have like Fear Her, Love and Monsters, New Earth, which are terrible. So I think that's the one to release first so you can capitalize on all the attention you're going to get for it being the first one announced. And again, leading off with Tennant is a good idea. It's going to be a good move. Now, personally, I could see them doing that. I wouldn't think they would do it before 2023. That would be a good time for it, the show's 60th anniversary, especially if you have Tennant coming back for the 60th anniversary, if that happens. A great way to call more attention to him is to go ahead and release one of his box sets. Kind of kick up excitement for him coming back in the 60th if he does. Also, a great reason to bring the Modern Series into it is that it pads out the time to give them more time to work on the 60s sets. Because by 2023, 2024, 2025, especially 2023, we're still going to be short on a lot of Hartnell stuff. Season 3 is still going to need a lot of work. There's so much to do with a lot of Hartnell stories. Dalek's Master Plan is going to be a long one to animate. He has so many historicals like the Crusade that are just so hard to do because of the number of characters and costume changes. It's going to be so hard to animate. And they just might not have gotten to these seasons yet. And people are going to be going, where's the next collection box set? Where's the next collection box set? So to basically give them some breathing room to work with so they're not just releasing all the Tom Baker seasons, all the Peter Davison seasons, and all the 80s seasons, and basically down to the black and white season with everybody chomping at the bit to get them. They may start slowly releasing the Modern Series in the collection range even before Classic Who wraps up just so they can buy themselves some more time to get more work done on the 60 sets. Because as I've already mentioned, it's not just the missing episodes. Even the existing episodes need to have work done for them to make them Blu-ray quality, because there's such a sheer number of episodes in those 60 seasons. The 60 seasons, the shortest season in the 60s was 39 episodes, as opposed to 70s and 80s where they only tended to do about 25 to 27, 28 episodes a season. There's so many more in the 60s season. Or heck, in the late 80s, they were only doing 14 episodes a season. From season 23, 24, 25, and 26. And you'll notice 3 of those have already come out because they're short seasons. They're easy to do by comparison. You know, you come over here and look at season 3, 45 episodes with only 17 existing. And those 17 still have to be cleaned up, in addition to the others being animated. Even season 2, which is only missing 2 episodes, is a 39 episode season, so that's still 37 episodes they have to clean up. So bringing the modern series in gives them more time to work on those. So that's what I think. I think they're pumping out these steelbooks so fast so they can get them out, get them caught up, get their money for them to make it viable. Plus, I like having a whole run on the shelf. I do hope they still continue to do those. I think that's a sign that we're going to be getting these in the next couple years. I don't think we'll get them in 2024. I think it'll either be 2023 or 2025, since those are both big years in the show's history. So if we don't get them in 2023, expect Series 1 to be announced in 2025, in my opinion. What do you think? Are you excited about modern Doctor Who eventually making it into the collection range so we can have it on the shelf with these beauties right here? Do you think they will bring them out before the classic series wraps up, in a bid to buy more time so they can work on the 60 stuff that needs a lot of work? Comment down below. I always enjoy interacting with you guys. Do you agree that could be why we're getting the steelbooks so much more frequently now? It seems like we just got the 50th, and the Series 8 set will be out next month. They still have time to get 2 more sets out. We could completely wrap up the Capaldi era this year, possibly. Comment down below. Let me know. Other things to do: click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications. Most importantly, though, stay safe out there, and thank you for watching. And also, I have started a Patreon page. If you would like to contribute to that, there's a link down below. Anyway, guys, y'all take care of yourself and stay safe.